After Kaylee came out against Anna with her story, Anna posted to her Instagram to let us know she was done talking and she was just going to let Kaylee say what she had to say. Taylor, Kaylee, and Natalia all met up in Los Angeles and even went live together and posted a video about surviving their relationship with Anna.
Oh, we the same. Yes, I love Taylor. The growth is so amazing between the both of us. Someone tried to make us hate each other so bad, and now she's someone like I love with my whole heart.
Anyone who is a survivor of abuse, male or female, publicly or privately, online or offline, you are not just a victim. We are survivors. Anna Campbell glorified and fantasized the use of hard drugs in our relationships and to her young viewers. Anna Campbell filmed videos of me using hard drugs without my knowledge or permission.
And sent them to me while I was still in high school, glamorizing the use of hard drugs. This was 5 years ago.
Without my knowledge, Anna Campbell was sexting with minors while in a relationship with me. Anna also sent explicit photos to a group chat of young fans, some as young as 12 years old. Anna Campbell took this photo of my body where you can clearly see it was decaying from my drug addiction.
That's what she did to me. Like I have that same photo of my body just gone.
I don't know why this isn't more talked about, but I won't stop. So I thought that Taylor was crazy. Anna thought Taylor was crazy. Like, I'm literally way more insane. When I see people tweet stuff at me like that, and I see it has like 3 likes, you know what I do? I click the likes, block, and then the person who tweeted it block. Like, and then people are like, she blocked me, ha ha ha. Like, yeah, of course I did. Like, at the end of the day, like, social media is my real life. Like, it might just be an app to you, but this is my real life. And if you're like out here liking shit like that about like she's obsessed, I don't know, you're weird. I think that's so weird.
During this time, Taylor had created a GoFundMe to use for legal support. She also let us know that she would donate the rest of the money that wasn't used. A new conflict started when Natalia and Kaylee were no longer supporting Taylor's GoFundMe and accused her of scamming her fans. Taylor assured us that she wasn't scamming her fans and that she was going to proceed with her case separately. Kaylee then came out and blamed Taylor for possibly causing her to have a seizure because Taylor had her Xanax in her car with her. Then Taylor went on to say about Kaylee that she is the reason why Cyberbully the movie exists, and then later Kaylee tweeted a GIF making fun of the scene. Not a lot of people appreciated that tweet. Taylor accused Kaylee of being a rape apologist and said that she's not concerned with getting justice and that she's more focused on making sure that Anna never has a career again, and that she has no reason to live. This was when Taylor accused Natalia of putting up a facetious act and saying that she has a fake personality online that she hides from her audience. Now, I'm not going to read every single text message that was sent, but everybody from all ends have released text messages showing what happened that one night when Taylor and Natalia and Kaylee stopped being friends. Another YouTube channel had a video premiere concerning Taylor's GoFundMe, and when Taylor saw this, she decided to post some notes explaining her side of the story. She says that it's her private bank information and a drama channel shouldn't have had access to it, and that she works really hard for her money and that her fans aren't being scammed. Apparently, it was Kaylee's idea for this channel to make a video about Taylor's GoFundMe, and after all of this started blowing up, the girl behind the channel started to let us know that she regretted not speaking out against Anna and that now she's speaking out against Kaylee. She even alleged that Kaylee stayed with Anna all that time because she didn't want Taylor to win. After all this went down, she deleted all of her videos and changed her channel name. Another girl involved in all this, named Maddie, let us know how affected they were by Anna and how much they were traumatized by Anna. They even said that they are blaming their mental health problems on Anna because they feel that it is Anna's fault. After Taylor got thrown under the bus for her GoFundMe, we started to see more of Maddie, Kaylee, and Natalia.
This is a makeup tutorial with Mads and Kaylee.
Okay, I see how it is.
I love
And Natalia. Yeah, she used to say she was 5'7". No, she.
Wait, stand next to me. Hold on.
Well,
Taylor Swift.
I have not been this, like, done up in forever.
It's so cute. The waivers are
the waivers
so great.
and and we're all wearing black. Look at that. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Literally, like, what is going on with the height difference? Like.
Taylor said that Kaylee has threatened to assault Anna right back, and during this time, old DMs resurfaced again of Kaylee being really rude in her private messages, along with Maddie as well. Over the summer, Kaylee had gotten a lot of attention for getting into fights whenever she traveled.
And she's just gonna come back, in like a month or two when I'm finally okay? And then hopefully, like, people still are there to stand up for me when she comes back, you know? But I don't know how it will be. Like, at the end of the day, if I were to date someone, I believe that abused people become abusers. The abused become abusers, and that's what happened to Anna. You know, everything that she did to me, she claims either Taylor or Andy did to her. And so she ended up getting in our face, like my face one last time. And I think I'm just at the point, like, I'm not a fighter, and I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't condone the videos of me online. I've removed them off of my Twitter of me fighting, you know? Even though I was fighting for a good reason, that's just not me. I don't condone that. But I feel like I was, like, in a relationship for so long where I went through so much that right now I'm like, the one person who tries me, I'm just angry. I'm mad right now. But that's not me. You know, I don't want to be that fighter. I don't want to be that person who's just angry. So I deleted all those videos. I don't ever want to treat someone how Anna treated me, ever. And there's a huge possibility that could happen if I don't go and get help and talk to somebody. After everything I've been through, like, I'm sorry, like, I didn't get one push in, nothing in on my ex, that it's like, right now, the next person who tries me, you're gonna catch the fucking bull. Like, I'm a Taurus, you're gonna catch the bull, and I don't want that to happen. I don't want that, because people are always gonna try me throughout life, and you have to be the bigger person. I don't want to be Anna. I don't want to be somebody who puts their hands on somebody. But anyways, after this bitch has been trying us all night, won't stop. She gets in my face. So I fucking shoved her so fucking far, like I always do. Any bitch who comes at me, I shove them, like, with my foot. I'm so small, but Carly's seen it, like, multiple times. More than 4 times.
Call it the kawoosh.
We call it the kawoosh now, because I've done it so many times.
Not too long later, did Maddie stop being friends with Natalia and Kaylee as well. Maddie claims that Natalia is evil and vindictive, and she claimed that Kaylee took advantage of her. Maddie says how they treated her is completely unforgivable, and that nobody could guess what they put her through. One of the YouTubers that had previously made videos about Anna Campbell claims that she was manipulated behind the scenes. People were upset with her before because she didn't speak out as much when Kaylee and Natalia were throwing Taylor under the bus. During this time, Savannah claimed that Natalia told Maddie that she was using her. During this time, Natalia's inappropriate interaction with underage Chip Wells resurfaced, as well as the fact that her and Anna both kissed an underage girl, which I talked about in my last video about Anna. Some people commended Savannah for speaking out against Natalia, but other people felt that since she knew all of this stuff, she should have called Natalia out in the first place. Savannah also accused Natalia of not caring about the fans and saying that she is extremely performative and would force Maddie and Kaylee into performing Christianity. Savannah then called Natalia out for being racist and saying the N-word and involving Colin into the situation, which made people upset since she was using racism and Colin to prove her point. Colin furthered this point on his page and said that he was disappointed that people were using black trauma to weaponize people, and he was upset that people were only just now caring about race and not calling out these situations as they're happening. Maddie continued to tell her story about what she went through with Kaylee and Natalia online, but a lot of people felt like she was using her mental illness as an excuse and was refusing to take accountability. Maddie said that she was lured by Natalia because of her BPD, and that she was refusing accountability. She kept trying to tell people that she was being manipulated by them, and she wasn't just trying to be a follower. But people felt like since she kept bringing up her BPD as the fact that she's an easy target, that was her not trying to take accountability for the things that she had done to make the situation worse. These interactions led to Maddie continuously deactivating and reactivating her Twitter, because although people felt bad for how Natalia treated her, they felt like she was using her BPD as an excuse.
No, I do not think differently. I mean, they all, just to be clear, they all took advantage of me, not just one of them. They all did. So let me just be clear about that really quick. I don't want anything to do with any of them ever again. It was not just one person. There was a ringleader, and we all know who that was, but they all took part in it, every single one of them, and more, who, yeah, I didn't even talk about the other one. There's a fourth person involved that I just don't even feel like she deserves to have. I just feel like she doesn't deserve to even have the relevancy to be mentioned. I just trust. I trust so easily, but at the same time, I have such bad trust issues. Like, it doesn't make any sense, but when someone with like power or influence like that, like specifically reaches out to me, promising me safety and security and like just all these things, like of course like I'm gonna trust them. Like, I don't know, it's just like I don't know, it's a recipe for disaster for someone with BPD, and it's also a recipe for disaster for literally anyone. Yeah, I can't. Well, she took advantage of me. She forced me to do things I didn't want to do. She gaslit me to more than anybody in my entire life has ever. Like, I've never experienced this like, she's by far the most insane person I've ever met in my life. Like, if I could tell her one thing, like, ever again, it would be that you are the most insane person I've ever met, point blank, period. Like, that would literally be what I say. Like, she needs actual help. Like she, like, in my opinion, she needs help because she's just insane. So and that just like brushes the surface. Like, I can't go into detail, but like, because I just like don't want to go into detail because it's just like I probably would start crying, but like, and like just becoming a mess. But like, she's just not a good person. She makes herself out to be a good person, but she's not a good person.
Now, I'm going to include some clips from Savannah's live stream that she did a few weeks ago, where she explained her relationship with Natalia and Kaylee and what went down.
I have seen how she has tried to force Maddie and Kaylee into Christianity, more so Maddie, but I think everyone really saw what she did with Kaylee. Natalia knows that Maddie is Jewish, but still tried to force her to read Bibles and read books about God, basically just disrespecting her and her religious preferences, which I think is disgusting. Natalia has this list of people that she wants to seek revenge on, which I think is a big reason as to why Maddie didn't want to cut ties so soon with her, because she is a scary person. And I see the things that she's saying on Twitter about how, you know, she did this, that, and the third for Maddie, so she doesn't understand why this is all happening. But at the same time, it's like, you can still do things for people, and that doesn't mean that you're not manipulative, and that doesn't mean that you aren't using somebody. And then another thing is that Raya and Natalia both would talk down to Kaylee and Maddie about, like, posting and defending themselves on Twitter, or if they were posting indirects, may it be to Taylor or the fans or haters or whatever, they would be called childish. But Natalia has been posting indirects about this whole entire situation for days, literally days. And she's never been called out. She's never been called childish. She's never been told to stop. So it's just a double standard, I think, because she has however many followers that she has, and those girls have less. Who is Raya? Raya is, I guess, she's a victim of Anna. She was bullied in high school. I made a story about her, and now she is friends with Natalia and Kaylee. So I know a lot of people wanted me to make a video before about this drama when it was going on with Taylor, and I really didn't want to, specifically because I felt like it was going to take away from everything that was happening. You know, like, all, like, of the serious shit that was happening. I didn't want to take away from that. And I was being completely genuine when I was saying that. It wasn't because I was taking sides or anything. It was just genuinely because, you know, that would take away from essentially the bigger picture, you know? And I think that's why now a lot of drama channels don't want to cover the story, because it's just too much drama, you know? Like, it's just a lot going on, and I don't think that they want to cover it for that reason. I don't think that it's because Anna doesn't have that many followers. I don't think it's that at all. I think it's because there's just too much shit going on with everyone. I don't know what anyone's talking about in regards to Maddie being a bully. I've asked for proof because everyone is really big on proof and no one's showed me anything. I don't know the story. No one's told me the story. No one will tell Maddie the story. So I don't really know what is going on in regards to that. So honestly, even though I have mixed feelings on Taylor was right about some things in regards to the girls, but Taylor is just as toxic. Taylor triggered the girls. She triggered all of them. I mean, they all triggered each other. So, I mean, it was just an all-around toxic thing, but she said some pretty fucked up things to Maddie and to Kaylee, and if they ever want to talk about that, then that is their story to tell. Kaylee triggered Maddie a lot. I don't know if Maddie's still here, because I would guess her if she wants to talk about it. But Kaylee did trigger Maddie a lot. Kaylee would say things in regards to her ED that I don't want to say, just in case it triggers anyone else. But she would say things in regards to her eating disorder, and stuff like that is just not called for. I'm not really sure why she's friends with them, if I'm going to be completely honest. She was bullied in high school, and I guess because she received a cease and desist, she became friends with them. I do believe Taylor, but I just, seeing everything that I've seen about Natalia and Kaylee just doesn't sit right with me, and there's stories as to why things have happened, and Natalia doesn't feel the need to talk about what she did with Chip, because she said that it doesn't matter didn't sit right with me. The fact that she thinks all of her fans are racist because they called her out for her cultural appropriation video doesn't sit right with me. The fact that she manipulated and used Maddie doesn't sit right with me. She only cares about you if you are somehow connected to Anna or if you have a big following and can help her in any sort of way. She's just a terrible person. I don't think that you should be manipulating people. I don't think that you should ever try to force your religion on people. I think that is absolutely disgusting. Yes, Natalia is anti-Semitic. Her parents are Trump supporters. So basically, from what I heard, she wanted Kaylee to like convert to Christianity, and that's why, I don't know if you guys like ever followed Kaylee, but that's why like Kaylee was posting all that stuff about like God and like how she was trying to find God and stuff. And during that time, Kaylee like just felt like that wasn't true to herself, so she had deleted like one of the posts that she had made about it, and she like didn't know what to say to Natalia because she was scared, because like Natalia is very religious and she like wants her to like find God, and so she deleted it. And when Natalia confronted her about it, she was like, oh, like I just deleted it because of like all the hate that I was getting, because she didn't want to tell her the truth. And Natalia like flipped the fuck out on her.
I hope Natalia chooses to speak up against these allegations brought before her, but regardless, religious abuse is very toxic and very difficult to deal with. It's pretty gross how toxic all of these girls were to each other, and especially how toxic Natalia was alleged to be. Y'all can comment below what you think about these allegations about Natalia, and if you think they're true.